Hola y'all, it's Jess. Today I want to bring you one of the tastiest snacks or treats that is perfect for movie night, or in my case at my house, game night. Let me show you how to make the best homemade caramel popcorn. First thing we're going to start with is we're going to make the popcorn part. Now, I'm sure that you could use packaged popcorn and do it in the microwave, but I'm telling you, once you see how easy it is to make popcorn on the stove and how much better it tastes, I don't think you'll ever go back to that microwavable popcorn again. So I'm gonna take a pretty deep pot here. It's a very heavy bottomed pot. You want the popcorn to have space to obviously pop. And then I'm going to take some vegetable oil. I'm gonna pour just enough vegetable oil in the bottom of my pot to just cover the bottom. See if I can show you. So I've got enough oil in there that when it's sitting level, it covers the bottom. And I'm gonna turn my heat on medium high. Now here's the trick. This is really easy. I have yellow corn kernels right here. I'm just gonna take one. This is called your test kernel. We're gonna put it in that pot right now in that cold oil, and I'm gonna put a lid on it, and I'm gonna wait for that kernel to pop. When it pops, then I know it's time to add the rest of my corn kernels, and today I'm gonna be making 10 cups of popcorn for our caramel sauce. So I'm gonna be using 1 cup of corn kernels. Now all we have to do is wait. All right, so our test kernel has just popped, so I'm gonna take the lid off and I'm gonna get it out. Here he is. Perfect. Now, we're gonna pour in our cup of kernels, just like that. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a shake to get them all coated in the oil, and I'm gonna put the lid on it. And I'm gonna wait for them to start popping vigorously. When that starts to happen and it starts popping a lot, then I'm gonna show you what I do next. So let's just wait and listen. Yeah, this is not a point in which you walk away. Do not walk away. It's kind of like making gravy. Once you start that process, you don't walk away from it. You give it a shake every now and then. And I see a few starting to pop. Here it goes. Do you see it popping? We're gonna let it become more vigorous. Like that. Gonna give it a shake. It is really going now. Let me show you. Okay, now that it is really popping, I want to vent it just a little bit. So it's really loud, but I just vented the lid just a little bit to let it have room to pop. Now I'm gonna shake it so that those kernels don't get stuck on the bottom and burn. And as soon as it starts slowing down on the popping, just like in the microwave, we're gonna remove it from the heat so it doesn't burn. Give it a good shake. Pretty good to me. Perfect. Now I'm gonna take my popcorn. Look at that. I'm going to put it on my table. I have went ahead and laid out some parchment paper or wax paper, and I'm gonna pour the warm popcorn on it. After I've poured it out on my table, I'm just gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. I don't wanna overdo the salt because I'm also gonna have salt in my caramel sauce, so just a touch will do it. The next thing I'm gonna do after I've salted my popcorn is I wanna go in and just make sure that I get out all of the unpopped kernels, because when I pour the caramel sauce on it, this popcorn's gonna stick together, and I don't want anybody to bite into a kernel unexpectedly and break a tooth. So that's what I'm gonna do now. sweet caramelly part of this caramel popcorn, we are gonna take 2 sticks of butter, so that's 1 cup for 10 cups of popped popcorn. But I'm doubling the recipe here, so I'm gonna do 4. We want the butter to melt. Once our 1 cup of butter has been melted completely, I'm gonna take a cup of light brown sugar and pour it right into the butter. And I'm gonna use a whisk, and I'm gonna whisk this until they combine and become together and they're no longer separated. You'll notice that right now the butter is just kind of sitting on top of the brown sugar. That's not incorporated yet. We really want there to be no separation. So I've got this on medium heat, and I'm gonna keep whisking this until I see it really, really combine where it's not separate. I'm gonna show you, as you can tell now, there is no separation between the butter and the brown sugar. They have been completely combined, and it looks like caramel. At this point, I'm gonna increase my heat just a little more than medium. And I want this mixture to come to like a simmer and start bubbling. And when it does, I'm gonna stop stirring it, and I'm gonna set a timer for 4 minutes, and I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna stir it anymore. I'm gonna set my timer for 4 minutes. And I'm just gonna stand here and patiently wait. It smells so good. Timer just went off, and now I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of almond extract. You can use vanilla if you like. I love almond. I'm gonna stir it in, and I'm gonna set a timer for 1 minute. Okay, my 1 minute timer just went off, and the last ingredient I'm gonna add is half a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna stir that in and turn off the heat. And our caramel sauce is completely done. I'm gonna take my pot of really hot caramel sauce, and I'm gonna go drizzle it over all of that popcorn and use some tongs or a spatula, and I'm gonna mix it all together, and I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just gonna toss this popcorn and stir it with this caramel until it's all coated, and then it's time to taste. Okay, you guys, look at that. So good. I have to taste it for you. I still got caramel all over my fingers. Salty, crunchy, sweet, buttery. Here we go. You are never gonna make popcorn out of a bag again, number 1. And number 2, you're gonna whip up this caramel sauce, and your family's gonna think you are a kitchen goddess. That's what's gonna happen. This is the best caramel popcorn you will ever eat in your life. Guaranteed. Stick around for more great recipes. Hope y'all have a great day. Adios.